So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, on this go home episode of Friday Night SmackDown for Saturday night's main event coming up tomorrow night, and of course also being Halloween, and of course many things going on around us, not just wrestling stuff. I'm not gonna lie, this episode of SmackDown I really wasn't into. I think out of all the entire things that we saw here tonight, I probably only paid attention to about two things here. One being the Ilya Dragunov Open Challenge that was answered by Fraxium's Nathan Frazier, and that was a fantastic match. These two guys are like, I don't know how young or how old these two guys are, but like, yo, these guys put on a fucking, masterpiece here. As far as the Open Challenge goes, I want them to continue this. I don't know really sort of what the direction is for potential challengers. I mean, we did see Tommaso Ciampa potentially be an opponent for next week for Ilya Dragunov, but again, as far as grand scheme picture of things, I'm not really sure what Ilya ends up doing. But I love these open challenges. Keep this shit coming because I am here for it. And the next thing was the Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre segment here, the contract signing, because obviously this is the SmackDown side main event things here. I feel like we saw a contract signing between these two guys a month ago before WrestlePalooza, and we're getting it again. It seems like they're kind of running out of ideas there as far as what to do with these two guys. And I don't know about you guys, I love Cody, I love Drew, but I feel like something about this whole feud, this whole rivalry just hasn't really hit as well as it should have. And maybe we're gonna see that potentially start to turn the corner, start to turn the page tomorrow night for Saturday night's main event. At the very least, I would hope so, because really up to this point, there hasn't been really much to write home about. Like, I feel like Cody and Drew, they're people that they're strong enough characters that they need a strong enough opposition. Like Cody, when he was going up against The Rock, Roman, Kevin Owens, like that is a strong enough opposition. And same with McIntyre. When he was going up against Punk for those many months, like you felt something with that. And I think we need to get back to that as far as this goes. But there was an interesting sort of premise here, as far as the contract, because Drew looked over the contract and said that this contract was so lopsided towards Cody, because if Cody gets disqualified, if he hits Drew with the championship, if he gets counted out, he retains the championship. And he figured it wasn't fair to him that, potentially Cody could get himself disqualified and just walk away and take the easy way out. So he mentioned this to Nick Aldis, he mentioned this to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, fed up with this whole situation, eventually gave in to these demands. Drew again called Cody corporate Cody, called himself the actual true American dream, and called Cody the true definition of the American nightmare. Eventually Drew mentioned Cody's daughters, and that was enough to set off Cody Rhodes. Cody went after Drew. Drew got out. Drew got the escape, and then afterwards hit a Claymore on Cody and then put him through the sort of contract signing table that they had there in ring. And Drew McIntyre stood tall over Cody Rhodes, holding the WWE Championship. Now, Wrestling 101 dictates that if the heel, or anybody in general, whoever stands tall at the end, whoever stands tall at the go-home show, usually doesn't end up winning when it comes time for the pay-per-view. Now, I would say that, but considering the fact that they put this amount of restrictions on this match, like essentially Cody can't even cough without losing the championship here, which makes me wonder, are they going to pull something out of their ass where it doesn't necessarily, they don't have to pin Cody, right? They don't have to beat him straight up. He could literally get himself disqualified, or something occurs, potentially, like I said, with Randy Orton, where maybe, Randy gets involved and that causes the disqualification for Cody, and then Drew becomes champion. And now we have this issue with Randy and Cody and Drew potentially at Survivor Series triple threat match. I'm just kind of setting up the scenarios here. That's probably what I would do, because I feel like it just makes a lot more sense. We haven't seen Orton in a while. And also, they pressed Cody, Nick Aldis pressed Cody as far as hey, did you attack Fatu? Because I just want to get your, understanding and your opinions as far as, whether or not you attacked him. And Cody obviously denied it. Now, that doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things. He could have attacked Fatu. Maybe he didn't. Maybe it was Randy Orton. But we'll see. As far as tomorrow night goes, safe money is Cody, because he's the safe answer. He's the safe bet. But you want to do something to spice up the fucking cliche here on SmackDown. You want to do something to change the aura, I guess, of this whole championship title. So why not give it to Drew? If Cody is just going to win it back at Survivor Series, what's the whole issue as far as giving the title to Drew? Like I said, man, not much as far as SmackDown here was concerned. Tama Tonga potentially wanting the U.S. Championship. I read that because the MFTs for me, they just have go away heat. I can't buy anything that they do. We also had Melo against one of the Pretty Deadly Boys, I think Kit Wilson. Eventually, Melo got the win, though Miz interfered and tried to cost him this match. Again, I feel kind of bad in a sense for Melo because, look at him and look at Braun Breaker. Now, I'm not super aware of NXT 2.0, but I know that these two guys came up around the same time. Now, look at Melo and look at Breaker as far as the stark difference that those two guys have, had as far as their pushes is concerned. But I'm going to end off the video here. I figured I'd just come on here, give you a quick little ramble as far as my thoughts are concerned for tonight's episode of SmackDown. Hopefully we can start to pick up the ball moving forward and as we head into War Games. But post your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of tonight's episode of SmackDown. And until next time, I will see all of you on the next one.